I'm Rob Kruger, and this is The Rob Kruger Show. So, there was a leak. Information got out, right? If you don't know what happened, a leak from the Supreme Court. A document came out. It came along the lines that the Roe v. Wade ruling needs to be overturned, put this back to the states, let them decide, which would be good because Roe v. Wade is bad, so that'd be a good thing. However, it doesn't solve the problem of abortion, but one step at a time. Take the wins where you can get them. So I think that's a great thing. Here's a few little hiccups. One, it's a draft memo. It means it's not a ruling, there's nothing filed, it's not official, and I always say, not that you know this about me, but you can now, it's not a thing until it's a thing, okay? It's a draft that was written up in February, I believe, and that means there's some validity to what it states. However, there's not a lot of information to support the fact that this is definitely going to happen. I pray that it will, and I hope you join me in that. It does matter to overturn this. It will save thousands, hundreds of thousands of lives. It will save lives. Now, we're all told from the left that it's about women's health. Well, what about all the girls who are murdered in the womb that would become women, where they would have a say in women's health? Perhaps being able to contribute to bettering the lives of women by having their life an opportunity to get to some point where maybe they end up getting into a field that could do that. But, let's not deviate down that road too far, because that's not the point of conversation here. The point is the left is freaking out. They're going to launch an investigation into the leak. Now leaks are important. The Obama years, leak after leak after leak after leak. No one cared. No big deal. Didn't matter. Trump, leak after leak after leak after leak after leak. And they were always against him, so the media loved it. It's a beautiful thing. That's just getting information out and being transparent. But with, dead Biden being in control, if you want to say that, they have to protect everything going on with their agenda on the left, especially abortion. That is their sacrament to their entire religion. That is their Eucharist. To murder their own children, sacrifice them to the non-existent God, I guess, because they're a bunch of atheist weirdos. But to this huge pedestal of abortion and how amazing that is, they're freaking out. Launch an investigation. Go after whoever leaked this document from February, which might be irrelevant anyway. So, yeah, that makes sense. Good point. Let's use our resources and use the DOJ for that, because there's nothing bigger going on in the world, right? The left tends to freak out when the right reacts to anything, or we notice that they're doing something, so they get mad because we noticed. So I would like to get mad because they're noticing. They're noticing that people in America really don't want to murder their children, or at least many of them don't even think that it should be a right, because first of all, it's not in the Constitution by any means. Nowhere in there does it say, you know what, yeah, right to, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, let's start with life, but also, you can murder children. No big deal. But, children don't need a life. Do you know how many people have abortions and then go on in life and find themselves a little bit more fulfilled in their career and then settle down and get married, and then they have children and they go, I can't believe I did that. Because it's guilt that overwhelms them. Well, pray on it. Repent. But we're freaking out over a leak of a document that was written in February on a subject that is extremely controversial. So until it's a thing, there's no point in freaking out, except for the fact that the left will always freak out when you come after their number one agenda: to murder as many innocent children as possible. Now, I think that would be worth freaking out about. that the murder of over 1 million children every single year in this country alone. But to be able to go beyond that and now have it illegal nationwide, or at least federally, and then it goes back to the states, and now certain states like Illinois, where I ran from, and New York and California and a few others, they can all start killing their own. You see, the right is actually saying, don't kill your kids, even though I know you're a crazy leftist and you're going to indoctrinate them and you're going to make them a little bit more like you and try to vote like you. Even though I know that's the outcome of them living, I'd rather have them living than to kill them off for no reason other than your own selfish gains. Pretending that you and your body is the temple. This leftist religion is disgusting. But hey, back to Illinois, where I ran from. Don't worry, Pritzker already came out and said, hey, we're a sanctuary state for a bunch of illegal aliens, so we'll be a sanctuary state for murdering children. Wouldn't that be great? And I just have to say, that guy is disgusting. And he represents so many on the left. And to all of you, you are evil. And I will pray for you. I'm Rob Kruger. This is Rob Kruger Show. Thanks for tuning in.